For those of you who may not be familiar with GOG, I thought I'd briefly tell you what it is that we are. We're a digital distribution platform. We sell classic games ranging from the early 80s all the way up to the 2000s. We bundle tons of free extra goodies in with our games to make every digital version of our games a virtual collector's edition. And we've been around for since September 2008. So I thought I'd briefly give you an overview of how things have been going for GOG and talk a little bit about what we've been up to. We have over 300 DRM-free classics. Here are just a few examples of some of the great titles we've got. We've been adding to them from a number of partners. We have over 40 partners on board, ranging from really big publishers who have upwards of 30 games to smaller publishers with just a few, but they're all great classics, and we're thrilled to have every single one of them on board. If you take a look at our sales by month, you're going to see that we have definitely been growing pretty well here at GOG. You see a crazy spike on our last Christmas sale. Obviously, we've seen a big growth in our sales numbers, and that's due not just because we've added great partners to our catalog, but also because we have a very active community. They do a great job of preaching the GOG gospel and getting the word out about classic gaming to communities, blogs, and other websites out there on the net. We have seen from 2009 to 2010, this is our last complete year we can compare things to, a 163% increase in sales, and that is, like I said, not just due to the fact that we have great partners, but also because our community is really awesome as well. We want to take a moment to thank them for helping grow GOG. Now, obviously, if you know what GOG is, and you're maybe watching on the internet, or you're here in press in the audience, hearing about how great things have been going for GOG is great, but what you really want to know is what's coming to GOG.com. Well, we've been teasing it on the website, and we've had a couple of places where we were talking about what was, whoa, that's a little weird. No, that's okay though, you know. Boy Scout motto, always be prepared. So do you hear something? That's actually a little bit spooky. Yeah, being up here on the stage by myself in the dark is a little scary. Do you hear something that sounds? Is that seriously? Does it sound like zombies to you? We're having an invasion of zombies? They're coming closer. Oh no. It's here? Oh, okay. Whoa. That was a little bit scary there. We don't have an invasion of zombies, we have an invasion of classic survival horror games coming to GOG. The Alone in the Dark trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. If you purchase the first one, you'll get the second and third one for free. You get all three of them on GOG for $5.99, and the complete soundtrack as well. That price is so low, it's scary. See, that was a terrible joke, I'm sorry. That's available today, right now on GOG. In addition to Alone in the Dark, we've been talking about the games coming up on GOG in the near future, and we've been asking our users some questions about the games that will be coming here soon, asking them what game made you dream of the stars, what game made you ride with the outlaws, what game made you fear your past, what game made you go to the underworld, what game made you feel like a hero, and finally, what game made the monsters fear you. Now, we have a whole slew of Atari classics coming shortly. Here are the dates our games are coming out. We have new releases coming every week on GOG, and while I'm not going to tell you what every single one of these games is, I would like to tell you on the 10th of May, the very last title there, What Game Made the Monsters Fear You? This is huge news for GOG, and we're very happy to be able to say The Witcher 1 is coming to GOG on the 10th of May. Let me talk a bit about the offer we've got for you. We have, when you purchase The Witcher on GOG.com, you're getting the Enhanced Director's Cut Edition. It is, of course, 100% DRM-free. When you get the Enhanced Director's Cut Edition from anywhere, it comes with the game, obviously, the soundtrack, songs inspired by the game, a map, a short story by Andrzej Sapkowski, game guide, game manual, extra video, extra content, a really great package. But at GOG.com, we like to do something a little more than just what everybody else has. So we're going to be offering you In addition to all of that, some other great content. Now, if you lived in Poland when the Director's Cut edition came out, you could have gotten with your game a calendar with some of the beautiful ladies from the game displayed in the calendar. It was kind of a cool giveaway that was only in Poland. Well, at GOG, we are now giving you that calendar as a downloadable version on GOG. You may have noticed I covered up the naughty bits. Sorry, this is a rated E for everyone show. I'd hate to be having anyone at home horrified by what we're showing. I'm going to go through briefly here and demonstrate some of the lovely women we have here in the picture. You can see what sort of calendar we've got. We've updated the calendar for the year coming out from GOG's release of The Witcher 1. So starting in this month and going until the end of middle of 2012. Here's just a couple examples. And that's not the only exclusive you're going to be getting with us. We also have a number of high-quality wallpapers that you'll be able to download. They are put together by a very talented design team. And another fairly common giveaway we give you for free at GOG is also a series of avatars suitable for use anywhere on the internet, or you can print them out and stick them to your fridge at home, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to briefly go over the numbers here to give you some precise stats on what you're getting. There are 30 wallpapers available. You have the original soundtrack is included. You will have, oddly enough, 12 months in the calendar we are giving you. There will be the exclusive art book. We're giving you the collector's edition art book available as a downloadable copy. It's a PDF version, really great art book. Anybody who's got the collector's edition can attest to the quality of this. If you look now, I've filled up this entire huge screen with all of the stuff that you are getting with your GOG.com edition of The Witcher. That all adds up to one incredible deal. Now, on GOG, we have two price points we charge for our games that are classics, and they are the same price point anywhere in the world, either $5.99 or $9.99. And The Witcher's ordinary price will be $9.99, but we're offering you guys an incredible bargain to commemorate the launching of The Witcher 2 on GOG. When you purchase The Witcher at the 10th of May, you will be able to get it for $4.99. There we go, for $4.99 as an intro price. That's 50% off the normal full price. And that will run from the 10th of May to the 24th of May. This way, we're giving you to you a little bit before The Witcher 2 comes out. That's the 17th. So if you don't know the Witcher franchise, you aren't completely sure, hey, do I really want to spend the money for a new game? Do I want to get with these Polish game developers? I don't know. Well, for $4.99, you can try out The Witcher 1. That's really an incredibly low price. Get all those extra free goodies. And then by the 17th of May, hopefully you'll know whether or not you want to get The Witcher 2 as well. It's also running a bit beyond then, just in case you buy The Witcher 2 and decide, hey, maybe I should go back and get the older game. Really incredible deal for The Witcher 1. Now, in addition to The Witcher 1, as you've heard me mention, The Witcher 2 will be available on GOG. We're going to make we've got the Digital Premium Edition, which has on any version of the game you buy, the game, obviously, the soundtrack, the game guide, a manual, some downloadable versions of included parchments, also a downloadable map, and various other content like papercraft and making of videos. A really impressive collection for what is the basic edition of The Witcher 2. But as I just said, GOG likes to go a little bit further than the average bear. So when you get The Witcher 2 on GOG, you will also get the collector's edition art book for The Witcher 2 as a downloadable PDF. That's a couple hundred pages of great content, concept art, environmental art, shows you how the game went from early production all the way to the finish. Really top-notch product. When you get The Witcher 2 on GOG, it is completely DRM-free. As Tomek mentioned, there is a serial code required for activating the game. That is true for every version of the game but GOG's. When you purchase the game from GOG, it will come entirely operational. But we do give you the serial code because if you want to download some of the future DLCs later on, you obviously need that to be able to get access to them for free. We offer a fair price package, so anybody in Europe, you may be paying a little more for the game because you're paying the same number of euros that people are paying in dollars. GOG charges a fair price for everyone, so we're offering you $15 in credit back to make up for the difference in the price in euros and the price in dollars. Exclusive content, such as the art book or something else I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. And this goes on sale on GOG. You've been able to pre-order it, but now you're actually able to purchase it on the 10th of May. Why? Well, as you can see the last line there, you can pre-download the game. We'll give you 90% of the game available for pre-download. That way, when you're ready to start playing on the 17th of May, you'll have 100 megabytes or so worth of content to download, so you can really get started playing the game very quickly. We are the only digital distributor who's offering the pre-download of the game. So if you're really going to be jonesing for that hit of The Witcher come the 17th of May, make sure you pre-order it on GOG. We are offering on the 10th of May, once you pre-purchase the game, the free classic RPG that comes with it will be available instantly, so you can start playing right then. The games you'll be able to choose from are Realms of Arcania 1 and 2, which counts as one game despite the fact that it is 2 games, Realms of Arcania 3, Gothic 2 Gold Edition, Divine Divinity, Beyond Divinity. Choose from any of these 5 classic RPGs. They're all really great games, and even though it's not like you're playing The Witcher 2 right away, you will get some very good RPG action going on there. The pre-order offer ends the 16th of May. That means if you want to take advantage of all the free goodies, get your free classic RPG, be able to pre-download 90% of the game, and get all the goodies we're offering you, you need to make sure to go to www.gog.com/TW2 and click the pre-order button before the end of the 16th. Otherwise, you're going to miss out, and you wouldn't want to do that. This is the best offer anywhere for The Witcher 2. Seriously, guys, if you are all interested in the franchise, make sure you stop by our site and pre-order the game. Now, as much as we have been talking about The Witcher and The Witcher 2, GOG is about more than just CD Projekt's games. We are also a distribution website. We have millions of visitors come to our site every month, and we are always trying to improve the site to make it better for our users. As such, twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall, we introduce a site update to improve things. I'm going to tell you briefly what we've improved on GOG for spring, our spring update. There have been some features our users regularly request from us to improve on GOG. One of the #1 most requested features is a new downloader. We have had a downloader that's been the same downloader since we launched in September 2008. And while it certainly functions, it's not the best downloader out there. It's not going to win any prizes. The new downloader that we've rewritten from scratch may well win some prizes. It's really awesome. It uses multi-threaded downloads for performance. Now, on many of the classic games on GOG, if you're downloading Zork, you don't really care if it's multi-threaded. The game is a half a megabyte. But when you're downloading The Witcher 2, it's tens of gigabytes. You want to make sure to maximize the performance of your download capabilities. This new downloader will help you get the game as fast as your connection will let you. We've also got a really cool new feature, automatic error checking. Every 10 megabytes you download, the downloader is going to look and see, was there any corruption in this part of the download? If so, it'll re-download that chunk. That way, if you downloaded 90% of a game and you had your roommate use the microwave and ruined your wireless signal, you won't have to re-download the whole game from scratch again. This saves you time, and depending on the country you're in, this may even save you money on your bandwidth bills. Finally, it's important to note that although this new downloader has tons of great features, it's not a client. We're not Steam, we're not Impulse. This is Resource Lite, and it only activates when you click specific download links on GOG.com. Now, that was one of the most requested features from our users. The other one people have been asking about for forever is the ability to have private messaging on GOG, and I'm glad to say we're also adding that in our spring update. This is going to be a combination of both personal messaging and instant messaging. It will have a pop-up in the upper right corner of the screen when someone sent you a PM, but there's no big pop-up in the middle of the screen, so if you're checking out, you won't have your user experience disrupted. It's got fully configurable privacy settings. That way, if there's some user on GOG who you really can't get along with, you can set yourself to ignore him and not have to worry about it. And finally, GOG is all about freedom of choice, whether it's freedom to install your game in 7 different places, or whether it's freedom to use the website how you'd like. So this is entirely optional. You can remove this whole private messaging system with the check of a single box if that's not your style. Last but not least, we've also brought in a number of, call them various site improvements. We are always looking to make the experience better for our users, and we started by improving the checkout system. Now, when you reach the checkout area, you will see a series of recommended games that other people have bought when they bought your game, kind of like you see on various other e-commerce sites. That way, if you don't know the full 300 game catalog on GOG, you can see what other people have purchased, and there might be a similar game in one you'd like. We have also updated the forums and the website to work in the newest browsers, so if you're using Firefox 4 or Chromium for the Mac or any really cutting-edge browsers, you should be having no problems with the site once we get a new update in. And finally, we've made the coupon system easier to use. Now when you get a game code or you get a coupon from us in your email or someone gifts you a game, you don't have to type the code in by hand, but rather automatically when you click the link, it takes you to a special site updates automatically to let you know that your coupon's being applied. You don't have to type it in yourself. So that's the various site improvements and updates we've got. And I think we're running, I know I had indicated to our users we might be covering what the upcoming publishers are for GOG, but we're kind of running out of time. So I think if it's okay with you guys, I'm just going to call it good here, and that's really all we're going to talk about. I think that's cool with you guys? Yeah? Okay. All right, we have, this is going to be coming up on the late April, and that's going to be, that's it I've got to cover? Yeah? Okay. We good?
Wait.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
That sounds like, oh, my word. That's Guillaume Ramborg, Managing Director of GOG. What are you doing here?
So, thanks, Trevor, for sharing some great news for the weeks to come. I mean, that's great. However, I would like to push the visibility a bit further and give some news about the future of GOG, because you brought some great news for the 2 months to come, right? But we have more plans in mind for the next quarters, basically. So if you don't mind, I would like to give some news to the users about the publishers and the games we would love to sign on GOG in the coming month.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so these are the 10 biggest publishers that our users are requesting on GOG. Hopefully, some of them are already on the website. I'm thinking of Interplay, for example, or Codemasters, Ubisoft, Activision, or Atari. Those top 5 publishers are already with us, which is a big achievement for GOG. We are really satisfied to have their games. However, as you can see, we have 5 other games remaining, 5 other publishers remaining, which are extremely requested by the users. Let's go a bit more into details and see what kind of games we could get from them. For example, I'm thinking of LucasArts. So LucasArts, everybody has some big games in mind, like The Secret of Monkey Island, or Grim Fandango, or many classics, Sam & Max, and many, many others. Microsoft, the first game that comes to your mind, I guess, is the Age of Empires series, which is, again, extremely requested by the users. Electronic Arts, a lot of games, right? So from the Wing Commander series to Dungeon Keeper, many, many others. Anything else? Wing Commander, we said this one, yeah? Ultima series, right? The Ultima series, which is very, very famous. Square Enix, Tomb Raider, Hitman, Legacy of Kain, many others. Take-Two/Rockstar, GTA, anyone? I believe everybody knows this game. The great piece of news I have for today is that lately I had a lot of papers on my desk I had to sign, pages and pages and pages. The good piece of news is that one of them has been signed. We are currently working very hard on over 25 games, remastering the games, testing the games, making them compatible for Windows XP, Vista 7, preparing, as usual, the greatest possible goodies for free for the users. Our target, we are working very hard. We would love to launch the signed publisher by early summer 2011. So wait a few weeks and there should be some big, big news coming up. On a side note, that's not all. We have 2 other publishers which we are pretty hopeful to sign before the end of this summer and launch them this fall. So to cut a long story short, one of the publishers here, more than 25 games to come early summer, and 2 other publishers on this slide are likely to come this fall. What can I say? Just to summarize, Trevor brought some great news for the weeks to come, and in the past few months we have released some great classics from Activision, from Ubisoft, from Atari. The year is pretty much on track. Things are looking fine. Next month, obviously, we have The Witcher landing on GOG, which is a big step forward. We have the website update coming up in a few days. And as I mentioned, a lot of big news coming up early summer and this fall. Do keep an eye on us. More great news to come. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and obviously on GOG.com. Before I finish, just one message to our users and to everybody in the gaming industry. When it comes to quality PC gaming, never forget that users, they like it cheap and unprotected. Thank you, bye-bye.